Coming up on Win News, tackling homelessness in the Shoalhaven, a truck caught in a sticky situation in Kiama, and a booming truffle season on the Southern Highlands.
This is Win News.
Tonight, a cyclist critical after being struck by a car. Shadow Cabinet's unannounced visit to the Illawarra. And a breast cancer victim leaves behind an inspiring legacy. Good evening, I'm Kerryn Johnston. A cyclist is fighting for his life after his bike collided with a four-wheel drive at Lake Illawarra last night. Police say he wasn't wearing a helmet and didn't have lights on his bike at the time, with investigations suggesting he rode in the path of a car. Coming up next on Win News, a bumper truffle season for the Southern Highlands and a family's battle with homelessness as the Shoalhaven looks at ways to tackle the issue. Welcome back. The moment a truck got stuck under the Terralong Street rail bridge in Kiama has been caught on dashcam. Seen on the right, the driver jostles back and forth and can barely move. His exhaust snaps off the truck, which allows him to roll free. The truck was left broken and battered. It's understood the driver had only been working for the company for 2 weeks. Hundreds of people sleep rough in the Shoalhaven every night, and there's a wait of up to 10 years for social housing. Tonight we meet a family which has resorted to living in a caravan because they can't find a home. Not-for-profit organisations have come up with an innovative way to tackle the issue as part of the Homelessness Prevention Week. Sports next with Amy, and can Wollongong United defend its Burt Bampton Cup crown?
We will see on Sunday, Kerryn, when it faces off with Dapto Dandaloo in the final. Plus, Dan Hunt calls time on a 150-game NRL career. In sports, St George, Illawarra prop Dan Hunt has today announced his retirement from rugby league. Aged 28, Hunt played 150 first-grade games with the Dragons, ending as a one-club player. And that is Thursday Sport, Kerryn.
Thanks, Amy. Stay with us after the break. The weather is next, and then the snow report.
This weather report brought to you by Officeworks. The widest range and lowest prices every day.
Another fine winter's day across the region today. Checking the satellite picture, high cloud over western parts of New South Wales is associated with a jet stream and is not producing any rain. On the synoptic chart, a high will bring a chilly morning and a dry day to much of southeastern Australia. Looking at today's temperatures, Wollongong 10 to 19, 19 also in Nara and Ulladulla. Maruya heads up to 20 degrees. Narooma 16, the same for Bega and Merimbula, Eden 13 degrees. The forecast for the Illawarra and Highlands, partly cloudy tomorrow, a slight chance of a light morning shower, winds westerly at 25 to 40 kilometres an hour. On the south coast, partly cloudy, the slight chance of a morning shower, once again patchy morning fog inland and northwest to southwesterly winds. On the waters, seas are running at 1 to 1.5 metres on a similar swell. The first tide tomorrow is a low just after 2 a.m, with the high coming along just before 8. Checking the temperatures, Eden 6 to 14, Merimbula a top of 15, 16 for Bega, Narooma 15 degrees, 4 to 15 for Maruya Heads, Bateman's Bay 4 to 16 degrees, Ulladulla 10 to 15, 16 in Nara, Bowral 13, Wollongong 17 degrees. Looking ahead, a windy weekend on the way with the chance of a shower on Monday. Now with the snow report, here's Patch May.
Well, hello from Thredbo, where it's been a terrific Thursday out on the slopes. Clear skies, sunshine and plenty of smiley faces racing down the mountain. Freezing temperatures overnight gave our snowmakers plenty to work with. In all, we had 120 guns pumping around the mountain, getting you a nice, firm, dry layer of snow for some great top-to-bottom riding. We were spoilt for choice today with all 14 lifts running around the resort. With moderate to strong winds in force, there were plenty of wind-blown stashes to be found on the slopes. For the beginners, Friday Flat, it's always a good place to break the legs in before stepping it up at the cruiser. The Super Trail via World Cup groomed up a treat and was a good challenge for those blue line runners, while the more advanced had a shred in the basin or on high noon. Well, you might want to get the scarves and beanies out, as it looks like we're in for a cold week ahead, with temperatures forecast to drop down all the way to -8. In Thredbo, this is Patch May for Win News.
And that is Win News for Thursday the 30th of July. To view some of our reports, visit the Win News Illawarra Facebook page. Join us for the All Australian News at midnight and again tomorrow for the best 90 minutes of news from 6 from the Win News team. Thanks for watching. Good night.
This has been a Win News presentation from Win, Australia's #1 regional television network.